is what Peter stands for. All right. These are the 5 golden rules to ace your reading aloud. Pause appropriately. Pronounce the ending of words. Vary your tone of voice. Emphasize appropriately when there are words like I am scared, I am frightened, right? Emphasize those words. Give yourself some feelings as you read, okay? And of course, the last R is to always read confidently. The reason why you need to always make sure that you're always in control and confident is because oral is marked based on impression. If your teacher has a good impression of you, chances are your teacher is going to give you a good score. That's the cheat code to doing well for oral. You show weakness, you show fear, you show nervousness, chances are not a very good impression. Your teacher is not going to give you the best score. Okay, now then we move on to the warm-up exercise. Remember, for the warm-up exercise, always remember to pronounce your TH, right? 3 versus 3. Thorough. If you want to pronounce your TH, stick out your tongue. Okay, stick out your tongue to pronounce the TH. Always remember to pronounce your endings of your words, your D, your S, your T. All right? Okay, that I take it. Okay, ward, cock, font. All right, pronounce your word ending sounds. Okay, that is very important. That is something a lot of lazy readers, a lot of Singaporeans don't do, which is to pronounce the last alphabet of the word. Make sure you do that so you don't lose marks. And the final thing that a lot of Singaporeans do not do is to pronounce the long vowels. Okay, let's go through this passage together. All right, now the first thing that I want to highlight to everybody is names like Hafiz. Okay, now obviously, let's say you don't know how to pronounce this name. Okay, it could be many reasons why you don't know how to pronounce this name, and you would not get penalized if you pronounce a name inaccurately. Now, so Hafiz slumped. All right, obviously you need to emphasize on slumped his shoulders as he walked into school. Okay, so you see how I'm stressing it. Hafiz slumped his shoulders as he walked into school. Then obviously, right, you need to take a pause here. Okay, obviously you need to take a pause at a full stop. So it's a 1 second pause. The day that he had been dreading, obviously please emphasize dreading, had finally arrived. Okay, then obviously every time you see a full stop, pause. Okay, it was the day that the primary 6 cohort was visiting different. See, look at the T sounds here, right? Not different, but different. Okay, different old folks. Pronounce your S, please. Old folks homes, again with another pronunciation. Okay, and even it's old. Okay, not O. It's not O. It's not the alphabet O. It's old folks homes. All right, to spend the time. All right, it's not easy. Okay, a lot of people take it lightly. Spend time with the elderly as part. Okay, again. Now the comma, half a second pause. Okay, half a second pause at the comma here. Of their, remember this, there. Oh my gosh, please. This is something. How to pronounce this? It is not dia. This is pronounced as there. Please take note of this. There with the TH come out. There, values in action program. Got it? So now I'm gonna read this for you. Hafiz slumped his shoulders as he walked into school. Okay, sorry, I forgot the shoulders also need to emphasize on the S. The day that, okay, again, sorry, that, this whole word also, please, with the TH and the T, that, the day that he had been dreading had finally arrived. Okay, it was the day that the primary 6 cohort was visiting different old folks' homes to spend time with the elderly. Okay, even cohort also, please pronounce the T, as part of their values in action program. So you see, guys, it is not easy to keep making sure you pronounce your TH, your word endings. And that is why please read slowly. If you read fast, even myself, I would forget the word endings. I will forget the TH. It's natural. Okay, so if you want to make sure you don't miss it out, read slowly. Okay, now we move on to the second paragraph. Hafiz recalled, obviously recalled, all right, what had happened, okay, during last year's, okay, visit to Saint, okay, again, this is not Saint. A lot of people like to pronounce Saint as Saint. I don't know why, right? Like St. Andrew's, St. Joseph School is wrong. Okay, Saint Joseph, St. Andrew School, okay, or Saint Teresa. Okay, so this is Saint Teresa's home. All right. Okay, so please remember this. This is how you pronounce it. Saint Teresa's home. The main facility where the elderly had gathered was very rundown and dirty. Okay, so emphasize on this. Basically, what you want to do is you want to emphasize on adjectives. You want to emphasize on verbs. Verbs are action words. Adjectives are descriptive words. Okay? He felt uncomfortable simply being in the same room with them. Okay? Now, you see this, like for example, when there are long paragraphs, like long sentences like this, he felt uncomfortable simply being in the same room with them, and there is no comma in between, inside the sentence, you can introduce your own pauses, right? So for example, I pause after uncomfortable. He felt uncomfortable, pause, simply being in the same room with them. If you don't pause, you're going to sound like he felt uncomfortable simply being in the same room with them. Then your pace becomes very fast, and then you run out of breath. Okay, so remember, always in control. He felt uncomfortable simply being in the same room with them. I have my own pause. Okay. Moreover, he had nothing in common with the residents there. Right? Exclamation mark, go high. How was he expected to keep them company when he had no idea what to talk about? Okay, so again, same thing. You see this last sentence? It's a very long sentence. If you don't introduce your own pause, you're going to run out of breath. So by all means, don't be afraid to introduce your own pause. How was he expected to keep them company, pause, when he had no idea what to talk about? Okay, got it? Okay, don't be afraid to be a bit dramatic. Don't be afraid to show your facial expressions. Your teacher is not going to mark you on that. But sometimes you need to let the feelings out. You need to let the drama out of you. Remember this, I always tell myself, if I'm going to go for oral, those are free marks. If I need to act like a fool, I will act like a fool. It does not matter, okay? In the end of the day, as long as I get my marks, that is the most important thing. So if I'm going to embarrass myself by being dramatic, it doesn't matter. Get those marks. How was he expected to keep them company when he had no idea what to talk about?